Not a lot of cover in the backside, very open. We'll see if they're able to get any openers with some good garrison positions. You can already see shots coming in, and down goes a transport truck. Was that a logistic? Yeah, transport truck. A lot of bodies still there. Hey Fred, how's it going? Not so great opener to the game here for 501. Yes, now Puma is pushing in the point here. He's trying desperately to make it onto the other side of the wall here. Medium tanks just absolutely hammering the rollout here for BST2 501. Also, Artie coming in the mix too. Narrowly escaping that Artie was the transport truck here. Decent deployment coming out onto point. Really threading the needle between a lot of those different artillery rounds. And now Puma pulling up here. Two-man Puma. Let's get on board with him as he pushes in. Really nice deployment for EG here. That one truck going down was a big loss, especially off the start of this game. Puma pushing up, trying to get some pressure onto the cap point here to stop this push to point from EG. Don't know how much he's going to be able to do and how aggressive he's going to want to go here. It's very, very dangerous. Of course, not as dangerous as if it were against the Americans, right? Because they could just one-tap you with the rocket. Now, this is going to be a little harder off the start here. You can see Respex is already getting those shots from the 20 mil in. Puma's going to drive right through the building, though. Okay. Nice little play from the Puma. Going to go on the backside, see how many kills he can get here on to EG. AT guns in full force right now. Respex rotated and finally takes the Puma. It's not terrible. Just a lot more work going into taking out those recon vehicles for the Soviets. PZL on point here. JG on the north side, looking like this is going to be a 3-2 opener here for the Russians, playing as the Soviets. Lux on the backside trying desperately to thin out these numbers, but there's just so many bodies on point here from the Soviets. I don't think it's going to be enough. Surely not. No. 98, 99, and 3-2 off the bat here. EG with a really strong start on Stalingrad. All right, now let's check the map and overall see how the situation is here. Yeah, really nice. Bombing run, well, Katyusha strike, sorry, going down on the left of the screen here. Kind of in the center of the push for 501, BST2. Unfortunately, it's just not a lot of bodies really there. Second Puma pushing up, trying to do something on point here, trying to take advantage of the lack in AT for this Soviet team, but just really not having a huge impact at all on train station. We can see those issues we talked about before the matches. Ooh, this is a beautiful shot of these Katyushas coming in. Boom. Oh, love that shot. Terrifying, but horribly inaccurate. As the 3 people or 4 people inside that radius are A-okay. AT gun going up here for Urso. I don't know where that Puma went. It'd be funny if he was still right in front. Oh, so much smoke on point here. Can't see anything. Like we were saying, though, it's just so hard for the Germans to push down this hill in front of us here to the west. I mean, anywhere they go, they can easily get picked off. Easily getting picked off from the medium tanks of the Soviet, from shooters that you can see people running down the hill. There's just not a lot of foliage or cover, which makes it so difficult. We'll pan back down this center point here. Really what BST2 501ES need to do right now is get some AT guns up and take out some of these tanks. Now, that Katyusha strike was horribly inaccurate and really didn't do a lot to stop the push of the infantry here from the south onto point, being led by Hellfish and his squad. Pepe Ston, Rico 85, Mr. Ning, and Hiko here. Ooh, nasty shot from the tank. Gonna take 2 out of that push. You can see the medium tank peeking on the far right side of your screen right here. I think this should be enough to stop this push, really. I mean, that tank is just absolutely devastating all this infantry over here. Good start here. 3-2 off the bat for EG. That's what they needed to do now. What can they do to secure this one a little more and be a little safer, right? Hellfish is here. As long as Hellfish is there, there's still an opportunity for an airhead play off of this. There's an opportunity for, you know, a Gary play. Rather unlikely, though, considering just the amount of force that is opposing him right now. Not a lot of BST2 really committed here to the attack. Let's take a look at what EG is doing on the backside. You have a German X here with PZL. You know, he's setting up a garrison very close on the backside. That should be a white flag, though, for the defenders. You'd think they'd be rotating towards here. If anything, I'd want to drop it, maybe bait them off, especially since we have a supply truck on the back line. I'd want to bait them off of this area so I can establish a Gary there. Recon successfully camping the Arty. You can see here Atlanta on the Arty with more recon squads coming in. Second recon sniper going to be rotating to the backside, maybe to cut off reinforcements in. Whoops, there we go. Lots of smoke coming out from Arty. That's definitely Arty smoke, so I'm kind of curious as to what that recon is doing on the backside, if he's not able to suppress the Arty successfully, if he's hiding or something. This is a lot of smoke, but unfortunately for BST2 501, it's just not going to be enough. Really isn't. Look at the counter battery from the Soviet artillery in the back line, the tank shelling. And yeah, David is getting close, Pepe is getting close, Rico is pushing in too, but they're met with more numbers here. EG is holding everybody on here, waiting for garrisons to go up on the backside of Somal HQ. That's a mouthful. Medium tank here for the Soviets, fully repaired. Let's see if we can't go on board with Jackson here as he tries to, whoa, commentator's curse. As soon as we went on board there, he died. We're going to rotate to the defensive point here for BST2 501 and check out what they've got. Yeah, there you have it. Not too many on defense here on Comsomal. There we go. Gonna be a 1v1 here for the attack, kicking off with Foxley versus Garoth, the commander here for 501 ES at BST2. Foxley has to be careful that he does not lose this 1v1. So does Garoth, really. You'd think the threat is evident here. Foxley, oh, gets the jump and the one tap onto Garoth. Garoth unfortunately dropping there. Let's check the map to see what he has. So no more supply truck, but the supplies do go down. Now, hold the phone. That supply truck is rotated all the way over to the south side. So that's where that was. Not with Foxley here. Now, if we go over to where that supply truck is, where is it? It's right back here. So German X and Slanesh, now only Slanesh trying to defend this side. So what we're going to see here from EG is a bait and switch. They're heavily baiting to this side for German X, for Foxley to come in with a OP or a garrison on the other side. Now, I don't know. Hopefully some spawns can come in here so it keeps baiting bodies over here. Hellfish is pushing. Is there any respawns? Gary's up, but it's overrun. No, Hellfish does enough. Oh man, German X and Slanesh just not able to get the kills there. Gary gonna be going down, and that's gonna be a lot, kind of a lot of this sleight of hand trick that EG was trying to pull off. Kind of all for naught, really. Foxley's still up here. Don't know if he has a Gary up yet. No, not yet. Not quite yet. He's still making his way. Well, there is one up behind him, actually. Hold the phone. Where did he put this one up at? Mamigo is defending this well. And Foxley really needs a squad rotation in here to get some more bodies onto point, to spread out in a 360 around this Gary, which is going to be over there. There it is. Mamigo's on the Gary, and he's going to get it for free there. Not sure I really love that play here from Foxlight, especially because he doesn't have any rotations into his squad. Like, he gets the Gary down, but nobody left to protect it here, and no spawns come out because of it. A lot of work here for EG being undone, relatively pain-free for 501 ES BST2. They really don't have to commit much. 3 bodies, maybe, in like 10 seconds to this. Now, as this is going on, though, you have Lost Squad from EG with a push up the front line. That's going to be difficult, though. Like, you got lots of machine guns, good spacing on the defense here from BST2 501. Really not in a whole lot of trouble with this push. Just a squad really sized skirmish right now. Falling back to train station, looks like BST2 501 has rotated onto the backside, no longer trying to push the front. Not too sure if this is off an airhead or possibly a Gary on the back, but they have completely shifted their attack. Now this is looking a lot more dangerous here. Attacking from both sides is BST2 from the Spaniards. You can see Fortis Leader and Pecha on the other side of the train tracks there preparing. You can see Isengar and Blescu also. It's gonna be up to this backside to really put a lot of pressure on, and hopefully they can take out this this medium. Score only 80 I can see for now, though. This is gonna be very tough. Lots of blue bodies around this defending. We're going to be going for a peek. Is he not having more rockets? Has he used them all? That's a good question. Maybe just looking for infantry so he can peek safely. Oh, score. Damn. Score 1 kill for the Soviet medium. That's gotta hurt. Still putting a lot of pressure though. You know, I feel like BST2 501 has a chance to push here. There is a, who is this? A medium? Is this going to be a Axis medium on the right side here? Surely saw a Panzer IV shooting. Oh no, there it is. Burzum. Okay, Burzum with the AT gun, so that's why that Soviet medium is hiding. I mean, you'd want to hide too. An AT gun up on the hill here. Gonna be trouble. Can't see any other armor peeking right now. We could definitely take a look at the map and find out for you guys though. There's medium falling back. Second medium on the edge of the map there. Yeah, really not a lot. Just those 2 mediums off the bat. Now, tank has been marked on the backside. Looked like something's taking a lot of damage there. Oh, 2 shots in. That tank has to move right now. He's in trouble. 3rd shot goes in and down goes the tank. Oh my god, bad idea to peek that one. The smallest of peaks there, and the Soviet tank pays the price. What a nice shot there. It just goes to show how important it is to get these AT guns up. Of course, Burzum on the gun with Potage. Taking out one of those mediums, that's important. Very, very important here for the Axis. They need to get at least one more AT gun up and to keep punishing the Soviet armor here. I believe we can see the other medium right there. Yeah, other mediums right there in the open. So maybe get another gun up on the right flank here, a little closer to the point. And then really try to rain down fire onto these Soviet tanks so they can't help out the front. Speaking of tanks though, Tiger in the mix here with a repair station behind him. Just can't get that angle onto the Soviet medium. Or can he? No, just not quite. Good to see that Tiger out though. I wonder if 501 ES can get that tank advantage, especially if they keep killing the tanks for the Soviets. If 501 ES can get that 2 Tiger advantage, that would be huge. Now, another attack coming in. Foxly with his squad, of course. Germanex rotates back into the mix. However, there is, you know, they're wise to this attack now. If only Foxly had waited and chilled. He did kill the commander in that spot, so that garrison was always going to get pushed No, from a defensive point. No need to push the attack too before you get your infantry in there. Might as well wait and rotate it in with force. There's a little engagement going on the flank here. Let's find out exactly what's going on. As our Lux down at the bottom of the hill. BST2 Lux is trying to kill their own teammates. I don't know. Fortress leader is hiding. Like, bro, there we go. Mr. Jingles on the right side there. This BST2 Lux needs to stop shooting its friendlies though. Rotating, looks like, yeah, so we're rotating and also the attack is rotated, so that attack from the backside from the east did not work. Now it's the north side. We can see Hyoron, Gran, Ladalda. Wrote that. Doggo is not happy with the mailman. Soviet mediums pushing out. No infantry support though. Ooh, this is a very good chance for the Axis to swarm him with AT. I just don't see anybody here. Where is the AT? Bartito's there. Latalda's there, but those are squad leaders looking for those good OPs. Go on board with this medium. See what he's up to here. Of course, on the right flank of train station, from EG's perspective, he's gonna sit here. He's probably looking for that AT gun that took out his friend. Oh, that's a big explosion there. Big old explosion. I'm not seeing that AT gun. I wonder if it's being destroyed already. That explosion probably was the Lux going down there. Yeah, he found out. I can see Tanayakit, who might be going for a new AT gun. There's also Kender there, who actually does have supplies with him. No AT gun just yet going up. Of course, the medium tank wants to get a peek onto the Tiger too. LS attack squads making it close to point here, just not really putting any meaningful pressure down onto the fourth point for BST2 501ES. They're getting smothered pretty quickly. This defense is fairly reactive to these attacks. Now, if we take a look at the map here, ooh, a half track getting pulled up. We might see a flanking half track, or maybe this is just defensive here from Sich. Not too sure about that. Also, 2 Garys up here already. Valdez in, Germanex also attacking, and then the front pressures from CAC dead. Recon on the backside with Misha Cool. And Atlanta's the only one really trying to camp right now on the HQ. Kivas is down in the southern HQ. Oh, Atlanta drops there, so already should be up in a little bit now for at least a while. I wonder when we'll see these big rotations come in for EG to start this attack. It seems like it should be soon. We'll probably see a bombing run to start it off. And I would love to see an airhead off of this too. Now, 2 tanks on point is going to be difficult. EG needs to get their AT out. I mean, hopefully they can get some AT guns out too. That would be really huge. Germanex does fall. Yeah, this defense is multi-layered here for BST2 501. It's so hard to get close to the point, but every time they do these back kind of pressure plays, it baits a few guys off the front. And look at how close LS is getting this time. They're fairly close to point now. Only 1 squad. That's the thing. Only 1 squad of LS is here. There's 2 tanks here. 2. A full frontal attack I don't think is going to be super successful unless they can get like an airhead off of this too, right? The 2 tanks though, you'd think that if an airhead did drop, they could just pull up and take it out fairly easily. Now that medium tank is taking some shots here. He's trying to push hard. This is going to be an interesting fight here. One medium versus a heavy and a medium. Tanayaket is following with AT. I think we need... Hold the phone. There we go. Katusha's dropping. Awesome visuals here with the Katusha's falling. Unfortunately, there's just not doing a lot of damage here. Ooh, one shot getting on the Tiger there. Not too sure if that was for a Katusha or not. We're going to zoom in on this tank battle, though. No, full frontal tank battle here. Tiger versus Soviet tank, and the Tiger wins out. Wow. AT guns are needed, boys and girls. You can see a dead AT gun on the way down here. That peak did not work too well for that Soviet heavy. He's getting taken out fairly easily. And you're wondering if only the Tiger was engaged from the side by the second medium from the Soviets. They probably could have taken him out. I don't know. The guess. Tiger's now rotating to deal with it, though. Sabota from Cult and his friend need to help with this tank out. It's in a little bit of trouble here. This Tiger's rotating. I feel like as soon as he rounds this corner here, he's gonna have a peek onto that Cult tank. Well, maybe not. It's gonna be a very hard peek for sure. You can see just a little bit of flames. Oh, he should actually be able to see it right through here. Barely, maybe a track. Why not push it though, especially if a bunch of the crew's out. You can see just the onslaught coming in from anti-tank infantry from BST2 501 trying to do something. Panzer IV finds him first though. Right on the road here. Panzer IV taking some damage. Who's going to win this one? The Soviets need a win here. They're not going to get it. German armor is dominating this match. Wow. Panzer IV stays alive, gets the kill onto the Soviet medium. Both mediums now lost from the start of the game, plus one heavy. Soviets are losing the tank battle right now. EG is losing this tank battle. They need to get more AT guns up. They need at least 2 flex crews plus their tanks. I would flex both my tank crews into AT guns right now. These Axis tanks are exposed on the hill right now. They're in the open. Like, you can build an AT gun 500 meters back. You can build 2 of them and start smashing these tanks. You need to do it, really. I wonder if we're going to see that. I can see Umbrella on the backside. No supplies near him, though. A lot of supplies on the front lines here. Top line there. Fees also pushing from LS. Not too sure what this Panzer IV is doing. He's pushing. Oh no, Foxfly's like, I'll take this. Yes, please. Just slow down a little bit, buddy. That's a 3-man Panzer IV. Oh, Rico's gonna have to help defend here. Foxfly gonna patch really quick. Wonder if he took some shots from Rico. Should be an easy kill here. Foxfly should take out his gun. Oh, misses the first shot. Oh, the Soviet bolt action. Strike again. Yeah, that's really tough. You gotta hit your shots there as the Soviets, and if you miss them, that's exactly what happens. So Panzer IV, an impromptu little attack here. Now there is what seems like an AT gun. Oh, Panzer IV pushing straight in front of the AT gun. The AT gun's not looking though. And I don't think he has a shot anyways. No, he's positioned in such a way that he does not have a shot on to this Panzer IV. Now this AT gun's gonna have a rude awakening in about 5 seconds here. Binlu. Comms from the team. AT from the backside trying desperately to stop what is inevitable at this point. Boom, down goes the AT gun. Of course, he used an AP round, so everyone survives for some reason. The metal exploding, the hot, molten metal exploding in their face. Makes sense. Desperate attempts at anti-tank here on to this P4. Looks like the AT boy got killed. Beanlu's going to reposition though. Foxfly going to come in from the backside. It's going to be a Soviet sandwich here. This Panzer IV. Commander notices the threat and I believe whips it around. Doesn't know. Does he get into time? He might have to get out and defend this one. No, he's definitely going to have to get out and kill Foxfly here. Or keep rotating. One or the other. Oh, he runs him over. What is that hitbox? Are you kidding me? That hitbox, that's ridiculous. That didn't even touch him. Binlu, not the smartest idea to face frontal towards that tank there. You're going to get clapped fairly easily. And just like that, though, we're having some cap progress in train station. We got one tank and one body. Well, hold the phone. More than one body. Mike Bike, Riddix is here. Davids is here. Isengar is here. Grizzly spawning on an OP. That's the last real hope here for EG on the midpoint. And BST2 sustain the attack long enough. And EG kind of gets distracted here on point. They lose their armor, which is huge. But they have no infantry back here. Grizzly's it. Bender finally spawns in. Isengar is going to push this OP and crush it. OP's down. Isengar clears one, clears two. Grizzly and Bender, what are they doing? They're not paying attention. Oh no. BST2 controls the point. 50% cap progress here. Panzer IV is camping on point. Where's that Tiger? I'd love to see him come and help out. Looks like he might be on the hill on the backside. Not too sure, but Psych and this LS squad not having a good time pushing through the open here. They're getting absolutely mowed down. No squad leads making it to proximity at point, but fortunately for the defenders EG, there's no squad leads from BST2 either. That's absolutely critical there. Unfortunately, if David and Isengar with both squad leads, they would have taken this point probably with the respawns and the rotations. Not going to be the case. Panzer IV in a lot of trouble here, pushed way too deep. He's going to end up going down here sometime between now and like an hour at the rate this AT gun goes. Oh, please shoot the repairing mechanic, the engineer with the AT gun. Panzer IV goes down. I would have loved to see that 20 mil round impact Potage's body there. That would have been pretty funny. And with that Panzer IV going down, I think that's the end of the push there. Yeah, still a sizable amount of infantry off the point to the northeast. Definitely has to be a response here from EG, but not the type of push where you think it's all over now. They have pulled up an armored car to try and help out with this one. I would love to see this rotate back and maybe try and deal with some of the flanking position here on the backside. What a cool looking car, by the way. We never get to see this, obviously. Not a lot of comp played here on Stalingrad. But what a cool little mini carriage battleship. It looks like a little battleship. No, unfortunately for the positioning of that car, yeah, he's going to want to rotate that to the northeast. There's not really a whole lot going on the left side there at point. Main push obviously coming from the backside here. Take a look at the map to see what other tanks. So we got a heavy, a medium, and then that recon vehicle coming out for the Soviets here. Not a whole lot going on in attack, really focusing heavily on this defense of train station. Of course, 3-2 is a victory. And I believe 5-0 is the extra point there. So not really close to that 5-0. So there's no shame in holding the point. Puma pulling up here for BST2 after losing that Panzer IV. Yeah, I feel like we see a lot more Pumas in this match than normal. Of course, the AT threat really isn't there from the one-hitter quitter of the shoulder-mounted bazookas, right? It does take quite a few more shots of the 20 mil rifle to kill these recon vehicles, so economically speaking, they're a lot more valuable than on a map versus the Americans, for sure. We've seen, I think, 2 or 3 already come out. Now with the horribly nerfed fire rate, I wonder if you just carry around an AT and a supply boy to build AT guns in the flanks of enemy tanks instead of actually shooting, and just focus infantry suppression. Which could be a pretty valid tactic here. It seems to be the biggest threat. Not a huge threat from these AT guns. A little bit of a threat there. Can't quite tell where exactly he's getting engaged from, to be honest. Oh. Goes in for, oh, there we go. It's Umbrella there in the building. Goes in for some infantry suppression. Doesn't really get too much for it. Like 6 or 7 shots it took. That AT boy goes down. If only Mr. Ning had pushed that a little sooner, would have been much more successful. Now this attack is doing some work here on the backside, definitely causing confusion for the Soviets. So Mr. Ning now on the left side. This whole push on the backside is just allowing BST2 501 to push in. You can see Ning there, Hellfish also pushing from that southwest side of the screen. Medium tank pulls up to help defense on the back, but I don't know. It's not looking fully secured here for the Axis team as we pan out a little bit here. You can see Mike Bike on the north side, but again, kind of the problem with Stalingrad as a map is just so much open space in the middle here. It's so hard to get to the point, to get across. I would love to see some more trenches in here to allow for and maybe some bombing holes too, some like deep craters to allow for infantry to get across a little easier. Right now it's so difficult. But this push, you know, BST2 doing good here. I wonder if they can get a bombing run and maybe get some smoke up to allow some of these squad leads to get into a dangerous position. I would love if Hellfish was taking like Rico's spot here, or Barika's or Mamigo's, and really getting really close to point. Get close to point, get OPs up on the other side of these walls or between these broken buildings here. And then push across. Really not a whole lot going on though right now. The tempo of the game is definitely slowed down a lot. You kind of feel it. I feel like there is going to be a big push coming here with some artillery though, as a recon plane goes overhead. Oh, that could be it right there. This is going to be the bombing run right here? No. Just, I guess, the sound effect of the recon plane coming in a little later. Or a supply drop. Medium tank on the right side, peeking this infantry. EG doing enough to stop. No squad leads either. This is the thing that's just killing BST2 501 here. Everybody they got to point is not a squad lead. They can't put down those OPs. What do you do in that situation? Does Barika and Mamigo take over as squad leads? He's like, hey boys, we've got the point. Supplies do drop, but again, there's nobody here to build anything. Even as we zoom out, there's nobody within 400 meters of point that's a squad lead. Closest is going to be Hellfish, who's still fighting to try and get in the back flank. Nice little firefight over here. Rico's going to be pushing right now. He gets the launch. Defender's really doing enough. I think we might have a little tank fight coming out here. Heavy was spotted for the Soviets. You can see right here. Wonder if this wall isn't rendering for that Tiger. Making the shot to count. Taking out the German tank there. That's finally one in the win column here. Oh, gets another, it looks like an AT gun built off of that. You can see another AT gun going up here for the Axis. Desperately trying to get these up. Now, unfortunately for them, there is a house in the way. That's what you got to do, though. You got to get those AT guns up. I wonder if they could peek through the window. How crazy would that be? No, just not able to hit it. AT gun graveyard here on the hill. Building them kind of close together here. Like in this, if we look at this Tiger and this AT gun, this pack gun, they're built way too close together. Well, the pack gun's built too close to the Tiger here. If these were spread out a little bit, I assure you that both of these guns are in the same zoom. Like when the tank's looking to shoot things, he can see both. He doesn't have to zoom out or pan his turret at all. Right, so that just makes it really easy for the tank here. Now, second AT gun here is, well, was in cover. HE Shell is going to deal with that one, though. I believe there is a second tank on the flank. Yeah. Second tank on the flank going to easily take out that other pack gun. Now, how many more pack guns can the Axis build? Well, looks like another one over here with Alfred. They're really stacking the packs right now. Does he have a shot, though? I don't think so. He's scanning right now, trying to find that Soviet armor so desperately. Oh, he thinks he might have found something right now? No, not just yet. There is a wall of smoke, too. AT gun has found him, though. As soon as the respawn comes in, or the reload, sorry, for that AT gun, Alfred's gonna be all done. You can see the AT gunners right there in front of us, down the hill. Ursa with a nice little spot here. Nice little peek with that AT gun. It's kind of an odd angle. He's shooting to the heavens. It's not a direct fire, it's an artillery. It's an artillery piece, right? 20 mil artillery. Supplies coming in for the Soviets. They're gonna really try to force that south push. I just don't see it working too well. I mean, look at the forces, equal forces, if not more, for the Axis side. Nothing really being gained here with 48 minutes to go. I wonder if EG are just gonna hold on, try and hold this one. I mean, there is still pressure. So we're about maybe a minute, 2 minutes out from another attack here. We got LS, Lost Squad, and Cult Sabota pushing from the back. Also do have Kivas here from Lost Squad Recon. Now, I would love them to be going after the artillery of BST2 501ES, really to make this stick here on Com Somal. There is another push coming from the backside here from BST2 501. Of course, back garrison, defensive garrison is hot. So let's take a look at that. It's just gonna be Portal AJ Recon. Oh, he's in a 1v, well, X. A lot of people angry at him right now. He gets killed fairly easily there. Oh my god, come on, tank. You're just shelling your own people. Oh man. Yeah, that was just hopeful, wishful thinking right there from BST2 501. I want to rotate here to Komsomal HQ though, and see how the attack is developing from LS. Well, firstly, there is a Puma that's being used to try and break this attack up. However, Mortamilla here has his number. Few more shots should be enough. One more reload. Can Mortamilla get it? I don't think the Puma's gonna have a chance here. Oh, nice shot there by Mortamilla before he goes down, taking out the Puma, relieving some defensive pressure off this attack. Now, there is also a Panzer IV there, so maybe I spoke too soon on that one. Panzer IV getting pulled up here, and yeah, this attack looks like it's falling apart fairly fast here. Down goes the OP, and Barika gets a quick triple kill. He's got to watch out though. There is an AP mine down there. I don't know if it exploded or did he shoot it? No, it's just on the other end of the trench here. That's okay. Barika's all good. Defense, yeah, solid defense here for 501 ES. If we check the map again, you can see all that there is these supplies here on the back for a Gary and the central Gary that they've been using to attack all game. So another reset there on the attack. Nothing really comes of it. I do like this little reset here, Mike Bike, but I wish he wasn't alone. Mike Bike needs 1 or 2 more squad leads there, even if it's just a one-man squad, to get to the point and get some OPs up and look for those rotation. All it takes is one firefight win here for BST2 501 on train station. That's all it takes. If they can get that one firefight win and establish those OPs on point, they can get a massive spawn wave and maybe airhead off of that. Cult though, Cult, PZL, LS, contributing well, doing a good job defending. Ooh, I wonder if that was that earlier AT gun getting taken out by this medium. I believe it was. Zoom in, check for you guys. Yeah. There is also a dead Lux there, but I believe that was a little earlier on in the match. Now, there is a P4 coming out, and also, well, that's a dead P4. Yeah, the other P4 was a little further down to the left here. It's going to be an important fight here, because if BST2 can kill, well, first of all, they have to kill 2 tanks, right? They have to kill the heavy and also the medium. Let's check the map to see where that heavy is. He's going to be pushing on the south side there. Oh, Tiger pulls up. A challenger. I did not see this Tiger appear. This medium's in trouble here for EG. He has no idea where that Tiger is. Tiger takes out the medium off point. So it is a Tiger and a P4 versus just one heavy now for EG. You can see the heavy on the southeast side there. Did not see that Tiger pull up. Camouflage too strong, I guess. Where did this P4 go there? Is he right there in front of us here? No. Really interesting where this Panzer IV goes, because especially if they could find out this heavy and kill it, that would be a huge advantage that BST2 501 could use to push the midpoint here. There he is. Little P4. Looks like the Tiger has been spotted, though. Ooh, we'll get on board with this Soviet heavy. Oh, when the Tiger gets killed. Whoa, sorry for the cam there. Tiger goes down. Look at this nasty peek, guys. Look at this absolutely disgusting peek. Through the underneath of the tracks. Not even the fly cam can get there. Oh my God. I don't think the Tiger ever thought he was in trouble from that. He was in a huge amount of trouble, and that's a huge blow for BST2 here in 501. They had that tank advantage, and then they immediately lose it by losing the Tiger and their heavy. Good play here from the heavy of EG, I believe. No! Oh my gosh, tanks are dropping like flies. Where is that P4? P4 takes out the heavy. It is an absolute slaughterhouse right now when it comes to armor. All that's left on the field, I believe, is this P4 from BST2 501. So there we go. Another huge kill here on the armor front of this game. Wow. Another attack coming in. Cock Dead is doing his marathon around to the other side of point. So we're going to be expecting a push coming in very soon here. Honestly, not troubling at all is 5-1 BST2. They're not troubling the point. Mr. Ning and Sergio, look how far away they are from train station. The only thing that has been working so far to get people to point has been this push from the west. And Kaplan's cleaned that up. There's a huge push going on from PZL also on the backside of that. And this might be the moment here. There's a challenge for 4-1. I think it's pretty close, especially if Cac Dead can get his OP up and beat Sergio in this 1v1 here. He just EG needs to be a little faster on the rotations. 1v1 on the backside. Cac Dead versus Sergio. Cac Dead does not have his gun out. He needs to get his gun out. He's gonna get shot right here. Sergio's gonna get a free kill. Oh no, Sergio Potatoes his first shot. Cac Dead has time to get his gun out. He needs to win this fight. And he does. Cac Dead wins the 1v1 despite taking shots first. He's going to have to patch. Now, how quickly can he get his squad rotated in here? Because there's nobody between him and point. All right, Gary going to be going up. Gary's up. Where's the OP? I'm assuming it's already up somewhere else. Cac Dead with a nice 1v1 play here against Sergio. Now, he needs to get his OP up fast and get rotations in here and stop Sergio from getting back and overrunning this garrison. Unfortunately for Cactus, I think Sergio might have seen him here. He's going for an OP, but he's not peeking on the defensive. Finally getting his gun out. Gonna be peeking back. Oh, he doesn't look. Oh no, Sergio's gonna get the Gary for free. Oh my gosh. If he finds it, he doesn't. Sergio doesn't find the Gary. Cactus has a chance. And he has the sights. One shot in, two shots in, and Cactus wins again. No, for the defense. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe Sergio missed that Gary too. Now Barika's coming. 3 consecutive 1v1s here for Cactus. We'll see if he can win this one too. He just needs about 30 seconds of time to buy for his squad to rotate. Now he's not peeking the right way. He needs to look right. Open the field of view up. There we go. Barika might be in a shot. Yep. Oh, Cactus not winning that one. Airhead does come down though on the backside of this. And we'll see if spawns can come out of that OP. If there's been any rotations yet. Oh, come on. It's so close. Barika's going to get this. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. And you got to think just really wasted opportunities here for EG. They're not getting quick rotations into the squads on the attack. And that's the second or third time they're going to go and drop a potential Gary. Uh-oh. Hold the phone. I said they were going to lose a Gary, but Sergio missed it. They have no clue the Gary's there, and now they think it's clear. Oh, this is going to be super dangerous. Huge spawn wave comes in on the airhead, and if this Gary is not found, this is going to be the second avenue of attack. When everyone responds to that northern airhead, everybody else is going to spawn down here on this Gary. We're going to be watching this really closely. That's a lot of bodies here from AG. However, there is a Tiger out. Now, rotations on the defense need to come in as soon as possible. They really need to come in fast. I don't think BST2 know quite about this yet. There is cap progress being made on mid. I wonder when the cap progress is going to start here on the 4th point. This is a huge play here. A lot of resources committed to this attack for EG. Let's check the map to see that Gary is open now. Spawns will be coming in from the opposite direction too. Look at how many OPs they have on this airhead. BST2 501 need to drop a bombing run yesterday, but their infantry is so spread out that I don't know if they can get an angle down that would work. Cap progress has started now, 20%, 30% and growing. This might be the moment EG take the 4th point here, trying to secure this win against BST2 501 ES. The Russians showing up here in style, even though the cap pressure is on the midpoint. I think it's too little too late here without an absolute miracle. Huge spawn wave comes down on the bottom right here. Foxley's gonna have a tree. Can he get a nade into this one? He gets 1 or 2 kills here. He's still pushing. 3 kills. Mamigo's the only one left alive. Now, what miracle could 501 ES pull out of their pants with this one? Bombing run on the point from south to north, possibly. Reinforced bombing run, their own airhead. Some smoke. All these should be on the table right now. As you see, Tiger pulling back, trying to help deal with this defense, but it's going to be real difficult. He's getting absolutely surrounded. Now that Tiger needs to get on the strong point and start shelling. Well, massive spawn wave coming in here onto the southwest side. This is going to be the last chance here that 501ES have to repel this attack. They have to survive. They have to get into the strong point. I don't know if we'll see a bombing run here, and they've done it. They stopped the cap progress. For now, 501ES and BST2 have stopped this cap progress right here. Wow. It is still continuing though. Okay, only momentarily. Really need to get inside this strong point and stop EG. Do they have anything? No bombing run is being dropped. No artillery is going down on the point here. And this is going to be a 4-1 here for EG, taking the 4th point and a safety net into this with 36 minutes to go. Wow. EG finally pulled that attack off. They've been trying all game for that one. Finally, we're seeing some cracks too in the armor of BST2 501ES. They've been bending and bending and bending on the defense. As the Tiger goes down, they've finally broken here. Now, what can EG do to secure this point? They need to push that southwest and clear out that Gary there. Absolutely needs to happen. Supplies need to come down. Garys need to fill the sector. You can see Katusha strike dropping here to try and suppress this attack. Puma getting pulled up here by BST2 501ES. Rockets just overshooting here a little bit. Not able to land down onto these troops or to the garrison. BST2 is in looking at a pretty good position to take this point back. They have flanks on the north and south side. Now, EG not reinforcing as strongly as I thought they would. Really need to get some resources up here. Looking at the map, where EG's tanks, they're way too far back. The two heavies are way at the back here. Not going to factor into this fight on the front. Really, EG needs to work quickly to get these Garys up, or else they're going to end up getting overrun here. BST2 501 on both flanks here. Now, what can EG put enough pressure on the last point here to be able to alleviate some? City Overlook, Sabota's going to be the only one pushing it right now. Garoth is moving to defend. This is going to be another important 1v1 here. If Garoth can win this, Sabota won't be able to put up that OP and get a rotation of a squad onto point here. Garoth looking at the sky. Sabota has the shot and he gets it. Wow, Sabota getting this shot is huge. Now, can he get an OP off of this and rotate in a squad here to put some pressure on the backside, make some of those boys from 501ES fall back? Already rotating is Sergio and Mike Bike here. Sabota's about to get into a 2v1. We'll see if he can win this one. Looks like he might be going for that OP right there. Laying down, peeking. Sergio rotating towards him. Some smoke going out. Not too sure who tossed that. I think that might have been Sabota himself. Oh, unfortunately for him, he's going to get dropped there by Sergio and Mike Bike. And all that hard work was for naught. Don't see his OP, and just like that, we're seeing that cap progress go back the way of BST2 501. Very, very quickly falling back the other way. Now, OPs are in decent spots here. Let's take another look at the map. Decent OPs do have a Gary on point here. It is a little hot. Reinforce is also down there. Need to get a second Gary up somewhere on this other sector here, but there's just full of 501ES now. 30% and climbing on this cap progress. It's going to be super hard for EG to hold this, but they have to. 32 minutes to go. If they can hold this push here, they're going to be looking really good to take the game. And if they lose it now, then, you know, BST2 still have time for 2 or 3 good attacks at that midpoint. We see the Puma out again, doing a ton of damage. Just look at this Puma circling the spawns, firing HD rounds into the building, finally getting taken out. But I think it does enough damage to really distract the defenses here, getting pushed almost completely off the strong point for EG. 501ES really responding strongly. That's exactly what they needed to do here. EG for all their prowess and attack there, they really lacked in any kind of defensive follow-up on the point here. Really getting run off the point quickly, not able to hold these positions. And it's that flank from the left of your screen here that really did them in. That initial southwest spawn and the Katusha just really missing the mark, overshooting, kind of hitting the next point. Let EG kind of come in and sweep across here back onto point. And we're going to go right back to 3-2 almost as fast as it happened. Props to BST2 501. They showed this fighting spirit in the HPL versus TL when they won that semifinal game. A lot of people pegged them as being the underdogs in this game, not really giving them credit for that fighting spirit they have. But I've seen it time and time again, and I would not put it past them. I would not be surprised if they launched a few very decent attacks here on the midpoint. They're going to have to switch up their strategy a little bit, though. Their attacks down on the south side of the map have not been working out so far. Really haven't. Slanesh actually is doing a really nice move here. He's just hiding. He's hiding. Oh, that's awesome. He's just found a little hidey hole here. He's gonna hide for as long as it takes for as many of these people to push past him. Now, unfortunately, he does have an OP up, so Isengard is gonna spot that OP out. I wonder if he can rotate to somewhere a little safer. Maybe hide a little bit longer here. Looks like Isengard might have spotted him out. Slanesh is going to get the kill there. Unfortunately, that's going to alert everybody to his presence. Oh, if he had only stayed hidden for a little bit longer, maybe could have got onto that strong point with nobody knowing. Now, he's going to drop a second kill with Yolsev. Recon is the last one here. Mr. Jingles also helping him out. Cult getting a few kills here behind the line. Now, how many bodies can they rotate into the squad? Immediately, they need to rotate at least 6, and you can see Alfred spawns back in on the OP. Slanesh is going to drop another body here, push towards that OP. And just as BST2 501 ES push what they think is the majority off point. Oh no, Yolsev spawns in behind Slanesh. I hate this. That is terrible. That is ridiculous. This is a competitive game. When you destroy an outpost, for someone to spawn 2 seconds after is so dumb. I mean, it's a feature of the game though. Slanesh needs to look. It's a competitive game. Okay? For someone to spawn in after something's destroyed, it doesn't work in competitive. That needs to change. I think it needs to change on Gary's, on outposts. When something is destroyed for people to spawn in after, or a couple seconds after, it's kind of silly. When seconds are at stake, to have that happen is really, it frustrates me whenever I see it. All right, I'll get off my soapbox. Slanesh is still all right. He drops another body after spawning in. Unfortunately, this Puma has no clue. Where are the comms here for 501 ES? This is a really dangerous attack. If this cult squad from EG is allowed to get onto strong point, put cap pressure on, that's just gonna draw bodies off the mid, off train station here. And one more drops here. This is huge issues. Cap progress starting. Slanesh from literally nothing, pulling this game, forcing the outcome here, forcing a response from BST2 501 ES. I love to see this here. Foxlight trying to help out, German X in the back trying to help out, Cacted also pushing in, but really Slanesh and this cult squad being a pain in the butt for the defenders here at 501 ES. Now, what can they do with this position? They're making cap progress, 20-30% growing. They need to drop some kills. Good. Sergio goes down. Man is there too. The other Sergio and T90 also rotating back in to try and defend here. Cap progress halted with the respawn, and there it is. So that's buying a couple more minutes here for the defense of the midpoint. Really just buying time, forcing those respawns, and look on the backside, they're dropping kills too on that Gary. Really nice play here. Also Sabota from Cult getting another OP up, and I wonder if there's a Gary. No, not yet. No Gary yet, but look at all the OPs here around the point, doing a really good job here, forcing BST2 to fall back and defend. Now BST2 have to be more thorough this time when they clear out their defensive lines. They can't let anyone stay behind. No stragglers. If you get an OP, look for bodies, look for Garys. Now, the Cult Squad looks to be cleaned up off a point right now. Sabota's still on our left side here. He does have an OP. He's going to drop Mr. Ning when Ning pushes. No, Ning with the 2-tap clap. Nice kill there by the 501's defender. They're going to be looking for those OPs. You can see right over here on our map. That's going to be Mamigo's going to be the closest, I think. Looking for those spawns to come in. There it is. Sabota back in. It's so hard to find the OPs. There's so much rubble that looks like OPs, like jagged boxes everywhere. It's just almost impossible to find out. What's important here for Sabota is not to just push straight into point, to give the defenders an angle to push your OP. LS squad picking up where Cult left off here, putting pressure on the strong point. They're both going to get clapped though by Sergey. Standing in a line makes it really easy for an automatic weapon to wipe you out. Really do love what I'm watching here though. This offensive pressure is just delaying the time. 25 minutes to go. 23 minutes to start capping here with a 3-2. But with this much pressure on the backside, the bodies that BST2 501 can commit to the front are just less and less. They can't commit the overwhelming force of bodies that they would want to for, say, an airhead play or for a large push. Because if BST2 do, and it gets down to the last minute, they're going to get into a cap race on this point almost immediately. They need to clear out those OPs. Nice little fight here over the OP, the attacking OP from LS. Of course, part of EG. Taniaket's going to get dropped. Full spawn wave comes in from Foxlight squad, and more pressure will be had. Also, Cacted makes it through. He's going to be looking to get a 6-man rotation onto his squad too. I love this pressure from EG here. It's unrelenting. It's not overwhelming, but it's definitely making BST2 stay and defend in numbers. They can't, leave a skeleton crew here. They're just going to get overrun. Looking at the tank situation on the map, I can see a few tanks up right now. You got those two. Okay, so one of the heavies is down, just a medium, a heavy, medium, and a recon up. Lots of bodies on the backside. No Garys right now. Some supplies. Maybe looking for a front line here. Yeah, one Gary going up on the north side, a second going up on the south. And we might see a rotation to a strong frontline push here from EG. They're going to have to clean up the forces that still remain from BST2 501, especially on the south. But that would be interesting. It would work if they can kind of get up the hill. If EG can't get up the hill, then it's not going to work out too well. Now, this heavy, Puma might want to watch out here. Yeah, sensible decision to stop there for the Puma. Oh, or not. He's not stopping. No, he's pushing. Let's go on board with this Puma and see how he fares against the Soviet heavy. Ooh, can this Soviet heavy see him? I mean, we got a little bit of train car to go. Guys in chat, what do you think? I think he can. Oh, yeah. Oh, he misses his shot. This Puma's like, I don't think the Puma even knows, actually. He has no clue. Unfortunately for the Puma, the back of the Soviet tank is facing the other way. Now, AT, ooh, Puma's stuck between a rock and a hard place, and he goes down. Now, Ricochet comes on to the Soviet heavy from the top of the hill. I wonder who that was. Is that another tank? An AT gun? Trying to find out. Ah, there. It is another tank. It's a Tiger. Now, unfortunately for the Soviet heavy, I don't know how much of his armor is actually visible. I think just the top. Yeah, he might not even be able to see the Tiger over there to the southwest. Mighty Chancla. The Sandal. The Mighty Sandal. That's going to be an interesting fight, watching it develop. Now there is so many bodies again attacking the point. Ooh, bad decision to pull out of cover here for the Soviet heavy. He's exposing his butt. That Tiger puts one shot directly into the backside. A second is going to bounce there onto the turret. I wonder if this Heavy can find a sweet spot where maybe he can expose just enough of his armor to get the shot off where the Tiger can only ricochet to the top. Now, he's going to be falling back into cover to repair, though, right quick here. Tiger with a nice overwatch position. I'm kind of surprised we aren't seeing any of the medium. Where's the medium out for the... Well, I guess he's being destroyed. Okay, that's probably why this Tiger must have destroyed the medium tank here. Tiger's going to be going to battle, though, with that heavy tank from EG while he repairs. Now, what he could have done is just pulled through the carriages here and destroyed him. Unfortunately, he's going to give some more time for this EG tank to repair. Now, Mirlo should see this and warn his crew. You got to warn your squad lead. Now, this is going to be nice. Some shots into the butt of the Tiger right here. Oh no, he gets killed almost immediately. Now, Artie has homed in here on the Heavy. It looks like the Tiger's going to be peeking, though. Getting shot from two angles. This Soviet Heavy is on borrowed time here. Zagabin getting launched to the stratosphere. Don't know what's going on there. Finally, the Tiger's going to peek, and this is going to be all she wrote here for Zune, Alexei, and Mythhouse. One shot into the butt there, and tank advantage goes towards the Axis here. With 20 minutes to go, 18 minutes to start cap, there is a P4 and a Tiger primed to push. AT guns need to come out yesterday here for EG. They need at least 2 or 3 AT guns. Also a push coming in from the northeast side. You can see Heilron and Letalda pushing in. EG looking a little dangerous here. I wonder if they can get some AT guns kind of behind some of these buildings on an angle, so that if the Tigers do push, they can engage them from the sides. Now, a little cheeky shot from the 20 mil handheld into the engine there, trying to disable the engine of the Tiger. Doing a good job. I'd love to see him go for tracks and engine there, Umbral. Unfortunately, when he tries to rotate, he gets taken out. Tiger has no infantry support anymore. All the infantry have really rotated to that northeast push that's coming out from BST2 501 ES. Looking pretty shaky. Okay, so hold the phone. This is not a good play here from the Panzer IV. Pushing into the infantry and trying to force the issue. I believe they should be pushing to the north, no, and supporting their own infantry. Maybe this is like a bait, and they're trying to bait down south while their infantry pushes north. And it kind of looks like it's working a little bit. They do have some infantry here trying to also help out. Looking really, really sketchy, though. Especially if these two tanks decide to push into the infantry. Now, the bait kind of has been taken here by Slanesh and the LS boys as they kind of rotate with those tanks. You got Mechanic from PZL on the backside, kind of standing alone here against quite a few bodies. Kind of the trouble, though, from 501 ES is they don't have any squad leads close to this. There's nobody to put OPs up where Rico and Bellerophon are. Pico's here, Scorch here, but none of these guys are squad leads. Now, this Puma's going to come behind Mechanic, and is he going to row kill him? Oh, he just misses. He just misses. He gets him the second try. Nope. Fail. Katyushas are rocketing over our heads here, impacting all around these tanks. The Axis looking for a push on the south here. I just feel like if they had only held and then rotated both their tanks north, they wouldn't be in this situation. Now, these tanks are going to be kind of sitting ducks here. You can see Ari taking heavy damage, both tanks. VK is going to be going for a plant here. Two-man tank has no clue about that satchel. Satchel's going to go down. There goes the Panzer IV. The Tiger is also not for this world here. As long as Germanex can rotate maybe an 18 as squad, a Satchel Boy to get that Tiger, he'll be down too. The biggest thing is this push, but again, we came back We went to the south, we came back north, and the only squad lead really within a couple hundred meters of the point here is dead already. Everyone else is alive. You know, there is cap progress being made, so that's something. And there isn't a lot of squad leads here from EG, so it's still worrisome. But no squad leads means, you know, Latalda needs to get into these buildings, get OPs up close. Bartito needs to get into these buildings, get OPs up close, because all it takes is a few kills, and there's the cap progress. You know, a few kills go in now. Bartito, big push on the north here. Oh, just can't get the garrison. Shoving for that garrison, not able to make it work. Airhead coming down off this play. I like this a lot here. Does anybody spot this airhead out? I don't see any markers going out. I don't see any arty dropping. And this might be the moment here where BST2 take the game against EG. Airhead out. Let's see if they can get the spawns in here. They should be able to. Checking the map, reinforces down. There's a Gary right on point. Bodies shoving out of the smoke here, trying to deal with this airhead. On the backside, there's nobody to deal with. The tank advantage here for BST2 is really all they need, and their tanks aren't really doing too much, but there's just nothing in the way of armor for EG to stop this. And it looks like as the first spawn wave comes in, okay, Bartito's gonna get an OP up. There's a counteracting spawn wave off the Gary. Now, if Rico can get a satchel down, that'd be so huge. Satchel right here might win the game. This satchel might win the game here for BST2 501 ES. Rico, the satchel is down. Now, how many bodies can he take with it? He needs to push in right now and try and go ham and clear off the Gary if he can. No sense in waiting for your satchel. Push in, clear it off. 30% cap progress and growing here for BST2. Huge spawn wave coming in. That satchel should be going down soon though. How many more seconds left on it? It's gonna get a lot of kills. Look at all the squad leads here. No idea about that satchel pushing out. That satchel, did it get blown up by something? Is it the longest satchel in history? Really intense fight here. Over point. They're getting closer. EG is fighting back here though. I would love to go on board with one of these guys, but there's just so much smoke. You won't see anything now. Airhead spawn is getting contested briefly. Now that airhead is down on the backside. So last spawn wave coming in. It's going to be all about OPs here. BST2 501 just not following up. They do have a lot of bodies on point now. If only EG could get a massive spawn wave in. I mean, we can see here that they do have the Gary up. It's hot. And they can see in the sector. It has to happen now or it is not going to happen at all. Look at the follow-on forces on the backside. It is so close here. EG trying to hold on. 13 minutes to go. There's going to be an opportunity for another attack at the end here. But if EG can hold on to this one, that's going to be so huge for them. It's so close right now. And now we have started. The cap has started to fall. EG are getting kills here. The Gary is still up. And I think with that, EG are going to hold on for now. There is a Puma in point here. Bombing run does drop too. That bombing run is going to take out the garrison on point. It's not over yet, but I feel like they waited too long for the bombing run to come down. Why wait that long for the bombing run? They could have killed that Gary initially. EG might just hold on to this one, and it might be because BST2 held on for way too long with their bombing run. Not using it to kill the Gary initially off the attack, allowing EG to come back into the point and contest. And cap progress is now falling. There is only like 1 or 2 OPs up here on the south side, maybe a third. But once EG get control of the north, the east, and the west, and they only have the south to worry about, this attack is going to fall apart very, very fast. Don't know too much what this Puma's doing here. He has a clear shot on the house beside him, but he's not. He's not putting HEs in that house. He can feel everyone on Trade Station right now. If he just turned the turret around and shot into the house. There we go. He's getting into a fight with a, there we go. Just HE it. HE it. There you go. There we go. Okay, Puma finally realizes he has a cannon on that thing. Gonna crush a lot of the defenders and actually keep this attack alive finally. Now that medium tank on the hill, I don't know quite why he's there. He needs to push back down to the strong cap here, I think, and help out. The high ground is great, but it's not helping out too much to be so far off point there. He's getting smoked out. If he pushes to the strong point here and hides behind these carriages, he can do the same thing, but be more effective against the infantry that's still pushing the point. BST2 5-1 throwing everything into this attack from the south side here. Now they're making cap progress again. It's going to be so close here. The EG need to get more bodies onto point to deal with this. Zagaman needs to go off. He needs to push this next hanger right here. Toss a nade. There we go. Nades go inside from Zagaban. He gets clapped though, trying to push in. Not enough damage from the nades. I think BST2 might do this one at the end. Wow. Persistence paying off here. It's going to be so close. It's going to be so close. Can they do it? BST2 with 9 minutes to go, 99%. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. They take it 3-2 with 9 minutes to go, and they've already started capturing the next point. Wow. Brewery's already being capped here. Hopefully EG don't withdraw too many forces from the midpoint. It's only one man. It's only one guy. But what a job by BST2. The persistence paying off there. EG really making a mistake on defense. That medium tank sitting 200, 300 meters off point, doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing to stop the attack on the point. Letting the point get capped. Puma goes down, but it's way too late. Way too late here. EG, you know, they initially do enough to stop the cap, but then they just don't add on to it. They don't use their forces to smother out the other team. And we can see a Lux being pulled up now. Holy smokes. BST2 coming back when it counts. They did it against TL in the HPL semifinals, and they're doing it against EG right here, right now in this seasonal qualifier. Wow. Germanex still on point. Jackson's still on point. We'll see what the Soviets can do to get back into this game, but they're going to need to do it fast because look at the bodies streaming in from all sides. 8 minutes to go. Still time for an airhead. Still time for, you know, a nice play here, but kind of throwing this game on this head. You can see all those orange bodies, those Axis bodies from BST2 501ES. Going to make it real difficult. Now, I know there's 8 minutes to go, but that is about 6 minutes and 10 seconds right now left on this one for meaningful cap progress to start. Now, that is an absolute, right? Cap progress cannot stop at any point in those 2 last minutes, or else it's over. And BST2 501ES will come away the victors here 3-2. Really, EG needs to regroup fast. Now, Jackson's on point. Urso's there. Dedos is there too. I wonder if they airhead this. Can they airhead this on the north side there? Is there anywhere they can put the airhead that is shielded from both sides? I mean, Score is there. Rotation's coming in. Feast is also trying to make it to point here. He gets killed by Pepe Stone on the back. So 1 squad on point. That's enough to defend an airhead. If EG can get smoke out and drop this airhead in, they might be able to make it work. Then again, you know, it already has to be locked down for that play to work. Let's take a look at the map to see. No, nobody even close to the Arty there. Spawns on a South Garrison, not working out too well. Nobody on the Arty itself for EG right now, either for smoke. All that is an OP on point and a hope and a dream here from this PZL squad from EG, trying to keep the dream alive, trying not to drop this game. Oh, it's gonna be so hard. Jackson needs to put that OP down in the depths of that building there. You can fit an OP at the bottom. Can you fit a Gary in the bottom? That would be huge too. Don't quite know. Garys are finicky. You can find some crazy spots to fit them. Barika's gonna clap almost everybody in that squad though from the backside. Doing a really good job here. You can see the OP down in the bottom here. If that OP gets crushed, I think the hopes and dreams of EG go down with it. Now, rotations come in from Dedos and Umbrel, but it's going to be hard without any RD support to do this. You can see there's a conga line on the south side going back to point. Puma's going to be trying to break that one up. I don't even think he realizes the attack that's going on. No, he's just driving by, going for a casual Sunday stroll in that Puma. Now, the reinforcements failed to make it to point. Would have loved to see if they could have stayed in that trench there and got OPs up on the edge of the trench, and then maybe challenged with an airhead or something in sector. But as it stands right now, only PZL squad able to make it to point. They're getting RD'd though fairly hard. It is going to come down to the wire here. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go for cap progress to start. None has started so far. Not enough bodies in sector. I wonder though if the reinforce is available. That would be huge for the allies. If that is available, it's going to be so hard. You can also see an AT gun there. Alonis might have a chance here to win the game for his team. If he can kill this OP on point, I think that's pretty safe to say that he would secure the win. He doesn't. He goes down. Mike Bike's going to be the next one in with a chance to crush this OP here. He can only get a nade. All it would take would be a nade to fall down in the bottom there, and easily Mike Bike could win this game for BST2 501. Now, there is the cap progress. All these bodies in the strong point leading to that cap progress right now. Can EG do it at the end here? They got 1 minute and 50 seconds. And they're so hard here for PZL squad to hold this point. They're doing everything they can. Mike Bike's making a push for it. He could secure the win right here. Gets a kill on. Can he get the OP? Yes, he can. Gets the OP. Gets one. Can he get the second? Not quite right now, but it doesn't matter. The squad leads down, and I believe this is going to be a BST2 501. Whoa, he gets knifed. Dedos is like, you took my OP. I'm going to shovel you to death. With that, I believe BST2 501 have done enough to win this game 3-2. Wow. What a game. Coming down to the last 10 minutes here. BST2 501, yes, really putting us on the edge of our seats here, making us wait for this result. They're not going to be able to get the 5-0 for the extra point. They're going to just flood bodies onto this midpoint, and how devastating must that have been for EG. So devastating to come into this one and hold the point, take the 4th point. Looks so strong, and just to lose it right at the end there. And you know, they took the airhead down, they did everything right, but I mean, just not committing the full bodies to clear off the point, not securing the flank of the point, not pulling their tanks back to smash the enemy armor on point, and BST2's persistence just cutting through all that. You know, yeeting a tank at the end here is not going to do too much. Cult's going to try their best in this medium here. No infantry support though. They're going to get smacked and slapped around here by AT and tanks camping on the ridge. Like a Panzer IV up there on the ridge. Yeah, the tank advantage too is huge. I mean, the tanks themselves weren't the ones to push the cap and win the game here for BST2, but they did kill enemy armor quickly before that happened. There was no tanks up when the push was coming in on train station from BST2 501 ES. No tanks up on the backside, nothing to deal with the airhead on the back, no tanks on the strong point. You know, it was just almost impossible here. Now with 30 seconds left to start cap progress, you know, it's not looking so bad. for EG. They might have a last chance, but let's look at the artillery. They have 2 already up. Okay. 19 seconds to start cap. I don't think they have enough time. Now they had 2 mediums. Whoa. Holy smokes. That's a lot of emojis. They had 2 mediums here, but one of them already went down. Now there's a second medium pushing in, but this is just too little too late here. With 2 seconds to go to start cap progress, EG are going to leave it to the last second and a few seconds too late to challenge the point, and they're not going to be able to. BST2 is going to take this one 3-2. Wow. What a match. What a game. Congratulations to both teams. Unfortunately for EG, they just could not hold on there, losing tanks at key spaces. But BST2 really showing the resolve, showing everybody in the competitive Hell or Loose community what this team's made of and how much grit and determination they have to come back in the game. Right? I don't think anybody's going to sleep on them going forward, and especially teams playing against them. You know, you can't count them out. They're gonna fight back into this one, even when all hope looked lost with that airhead and that push. They got enough OPs down. You know, they got themselves into good positions. They pushed the point. They used their Pumas very, very well. Even if the Puma was a little clueless for the first minute and a half, he turned the cannon around and cleared those bodies off the strong point there. And yeah, what else can you say, man? It's just a really strong performance here from 501 BST2. You know, they were one of the teams that people expected to make it out of this round, but I think people were really looking at EG also as a team that really looked strong. Really looked strong, kind of a mixed match of Russian clans. Really good players, really good FPS players, but just not able to kind of bring it all together when it counted at the end there. 30 seconds to go here. This is all for style points and for kill scores. Another tank goes down there for EG. BST2 501 ES gonna take the 3-2 victory. Wow. GG guys, GG indeed. We're gonna take a look at some of the scores here after the game. We're also gonna have interviews with, I believe, Sergey and Sitch, the commander of EG, after this one too. Welcome, Sergey.
Thank
Sergio.
you.
Is it Sergio or Sergey?
It's Sergio, but
Sergio.
everyone is Sergey just to...
Okay. Sergio, I can do it. I'm good. Congratulations on that win. That must have felt amazing for you guys. Wow. What a crazy end to that game. That was, you want to just go through the end and how it felt to taking the point with so few minutes left to go.
Oh, well, yeah, it was hard as fuck. I was in defense, so we got everybody on attack.
Yeah.
We went on all in. We throw everybody we had onto attack, except for one patrol we kept on defense on the area they were penetrating from.
Yeah.
And we managed after attack and destroying OPs and everything to basically get all the job done. We got it.
Yeah, you did. Oh my God.
6 minutes like we normally do for some reason, but we got it.
So yeah, as a defensive squad, do you want to talk a little bit about EG and the pressure? I just saw relentless pressure. It was nonstop the whole game. It seems like whenever you guys stopped an attack, there was a new one coming from every single angle onto the point.
Other angle, yeah.
What was that like as a defender?
Well, the part of the walking simulator that is Hell and Loose kicks in here. So everybody on defense was moving, communicating between themselves, covering each angle. We tried to respond at the garrisons that get red and everything, but EG in that sense did a really good attack from a lot of angles.
Yeah,
and we managed to keep them more or less at bay until they took the point at Komsomol with a good strike from the north. Yeah.
Tell me how it felt for the team when you guys went down 4-1 there. That must have been a big blow to you guys. To me, it looked like you guys didn't give up, though. In fact, it was the opposite. You rallied around on the south side there, and you had a huge flank from one of your garrisons to get back onto the point. What was that like? Were you in the mix on that flank there?
Yeah, I was basically keeping the enemies attacking the last point at bay. But yeah, we have basically everybody except 2 squads moving forward back to Komsomol to cover that point and to take it back from the enemy. and we managed to push up. The tanks, in that sense, in that attack, did a very very good job, and we pull it off. And I think in that sense, being 1-4 against, let us restructure everything so we could use the momentum to take both points at once.
No, for sure.
If we didn't lose the previous point, maybe we didn't took the third one.
Interesting you say that. There was another important note I noticed is right before that last battle for the point, you guys were able to kill both their tanks that were out. You killed the heavy tank, you killed the medium tank, and that kind of gave you a window of opportunity where you were able to drop the airhead and not worry about a tank flanking you to take it. Even on top of that, though, when you guys lost the airhead, I thought it was over. You know, they stopped cap progress. Your squad leaders, though, all of you guys rotated to the south side, got those OPs up, and out of nowhere, a Puma came into the middle of point, kind of taking advantage also of the lack of AT, able to just sit on the strong point and shell. And, you know, you guys, I say this again, I said this during the broadcast, you're able to grind out those victories. You know, you bend and it looked like you were breaking a little bit there, but you come back into the game. You guys never give up, and it's just as a fan, as a commentator, as a caster, it's awesome to see when that happens in a game. You love to see that happening in a game. Yeah. Any kind of comments from you? Maybe some shout outs to your guys on the team there. You want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, everybody. Basically, since I'm on defense, that's the part that I'm being more engaged in. But the defense has been doing a tremendous effort in this match, given especially the attack of AG. The tanks did also a very good job with the match, and the attack, especially on the back, always harassing and attacking from the back and getting garrisons and all that was a great job in general. We all worked together. We definitely had a hard time, but in a sense, we're Spanish are like that. We always get pushed to the last minute and then we pull a victory for some reason.
Yeah.
Historically speaking.
And lastly, do you have any words to the guys on your team? Maybe you want to say some things in Spanish to them after this like big victory. Anything you got to say?
I can switch to Spanish, right?
Yeah, let's go to Spanish. Go for it.
Bueno, pues nos hemos complicado un poco en esta partida, nos hemos hecho un poco de caquita, pero creo que hemos sacado adelante la partida, así que muy buen partido a todos, incluso pese a las diferencias y a los problemas, y a seguir ganando. Let's keep winning.
Let's keep winning. I love that. You guys must be feeling really good now, also coming into the next stage. Do you think you guys can go 2-0 in this qualifier stage and make it at the main stage? 2-0?
We hope.
Yeah?
We hope. If we can do 2, it's better than doing 3. So let's see if we can pull it off again. Like maybe a little less complicated than this one, I hope. So yeah. My job in defense is easier. But yeah, I hope we can take the second match.
Is there any team you fear going into the next match?
Well, the German competitive teams are very strong. Core and all those.
So Core already made it into the main stage. I believe STDB, Phoenix, and then obviously you know them well, TL. I don't know if you're looking forward to a rematch against them. I think they might be looking for some retribution against you guys.
Definitely looking for a retribution. They probably know. Are still, getting.
That was another good game too. That was another really good game. So I look forward.
Last minute win.
But another last minute win for sure.
Well, the line, if I can talk about it, the line, since it has very strong tank game and very good on open field maps like Utah, they dominated us in the HPL in Utah. So try to adjust to that. It's going to be difficult, but we will try to pull it off as we always do.
For sure, for sure. I want to thank you for joining me, taking some time. Of course, you guys are probably celebrating. I'm surprised you don't have the champagne open yet. Of course, that might be a little too early. This is only the qualifiers. We'll have to keep the champagne on ice until the main stage. But thank you, Sergio, for joining us here. And GG, good luck going forward in the tournament.
Thank you. And good luck, everybody.
My commiserations. I feel for you guys. You had that. You went up 4-1. You were doing so well at the end, and then it just kind of came falling down right there. What happened during that game? If you want to just start from the top and then kind of go down as the game goes.
The main problem of the game, I realized in the middle of the games, it's about after 40 minutes of after mid cup. The main problem was flanks for us, especially line 5 and 6. I think you watched that flank from the north side of our middle point. There was any Spanish guys who tried to flank us from many different directions, tried to destroy our many different garrisons. We replaced many times, and that was our main problem. But we've tried to attack enemy 4th point from the back side by using Airhead. You probably saw that on the northwest side of Komsomol HQ. So that was kind of success, because it was 50-50 for us, because on one side our team was fully in the strong point, and in some moment actually there was contested because the Spanish guys used reinforce. But on the other side, nobody spread it around the strong point, so we were stuck in circle. So that was main problem. The Spanish guy just came from the back line, from their back line, and from the front line. So it should be between Komsomol HQ and the middle point, and that was our main problem. It was my mistake sending an officer to the back line, trying to set up some red garris, trying to set up some outposts. Switching between squads, this thing. And that was some kind of success. But when I tried to hold that flank, it's about D6, E6, something like that, the squares. We failed at that flank, because I have 2 squads there, and one of them was defending the back lines. It's directly north of our middle point. It was really hard because Spanish guys were attacking from outpost, which was somewhere far away on hangars on the north side. It was about line 4. So we always had enemy somewhere behind us, and we always had enemy somewhere on the flanks. I realized that main mistake in the middle of the game, and I tried to fix that, but it didn't work well, because after losing 4th point, we already lost flanks. So there was no opportunity for us to rebuild and restore our front line. So it was, how it called? It just was, we were wasting time by defending and responding on different directions, because we were stuck, literally stuck everywhere. No flanks, no front line, and I had not enough time, not enough RT, not enough officers on my back line to secure this.
Not enough bodies, it seems, as general.
Yes, in general, because there was many situations. I've tried to switch people from one flank to another. Like when we tried to attack enemy 4th point, I switched some flank people from the flank squads to attack, and just flipping around trying to do something, but that failed. That was bad decision by me. So that's my mistake probably. But generally, this game was pretty good, especially at the start. But also, I think that one of the problems, which was the main one in the after middle of the game, so it's after 50 minutes of the game, it was enemy tanks.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed a lot too. So before we get into the end of the game there, one thing I noticed, when you guys got up 4-1, I saw there was a Katusha strike there. It just kind of went a little too far, though. You didn't hit the main push, and they had a huge flanking push on the south edge of the map, which came around and swept into point. Do you think there was anything more your team could have done to defend that 4-1 and kind of stall it for longer initially?
I think no, definitely no, because the main problem, the still main problem is flanks. if you don't control flanks, at least some of them, you couldn't do anything at all. So that, this kind of move, and you try to flank some point from the far back line using garrisons, using different outposts, switching between squads, it's too risky because you're losing many territory, and you're not pushing, but you just trying to force enemy to pay attention at your infantry behind enemy fourth point. But that's common move which was used in even in previous season and didn't work well for almost every team. So that's failed. Yeah. So
one other thing I noticed and I want to comment on is Slanesh from Cult, obviously part of the team. He single-handedly stayed on the point alone and actually got a rotation into his squad to put some pressure on the attack. That probably saved about 5 minutes there. And I just wanted to give him a shout out on the stream because that was a really impressive move. He didn't just do it alone though. He got 3, 4, 5 kills, got back into the hard point and put a lot of pressure on. Was there any assets available? Did you ever think about maybe airheading on top of that little pressure and maybe putting some smoke up too, or did you not have the resources to do a play like that?
Not enough resources. The American destroyed our economy before the 4th point cap, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. So we had no economy, no one restored. So we have some problems with restoring our economy. So that's also the problem. One of the main problems.
Okay. Yeah, no, and you guys, it looked like, so from my perspective in the camera too, going a little forward here to the end, they airheaded you guys. Now there was a timing to this airhead where they had taken out your tanks, and obviously you're saying you guys didn't have the economy for those tanks again. Was there any thought put into maybe flexing those tankers into AT guns to try and stop? I mean, the main push didn't come from tanks though, to be honest, it came from infantry. They just used their tanks to destroy yours. Do you think, I don't know what you guys could have done differently there, but even when you got their airhead down, they just rotated to the south and pushed you. Did you have any bombing runs up? Maybe consider bombing run them or sending some recon to the strong point. I mean, sorry to keep on going with this, but you also had a medium tank who was way far to the north there. Do you think that was a mistake to keep him off point? He was kind of on the high ground, but he didn't push the strong point to defend with the rest of the team. What do you think about that? Do you think that was the right play to go so deep into enemy territory and then just to get the high ground to shoot down, or should he have shoved the strong point and tried to defend with the team there, with the squads there?
This is a situation when your tankers getting confused, when they're not able to do something, and then they see no other decision, no other opportunities. Main problem in the middle of the game was for me is that my tankers were choosing the routes like edge of the map, south edge of the map, or somewhere far away from the north, but no one of them used middle route pretty often. So my tanks tried many times to kill enemy tanks. I couldn't control that because I had many other things to do. Like if you saw me, I've tried to many times search and destroy enemy outpost or enemy garrison, and I did it many times. I think I destroyed something like 6 or 8 outposts in 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, it looked really difficult from you guys, and yeah, it seemed like some of the pathing the tanks was taking. I mean, we can criticize it now after the game because the hindsight obviously is 2020, but I think it's just that advantage that the elevation hill gives for the Germans to be able to see down into the city very easily. We're able to kill tanks when they peaked. And you guys never really, once you got that forward, never really got the control of the side. Is there anything, just lastly, maybe you guys can take out of this game going forward to the next one? Maybe going 1-1, depending on who your opponent is. You guys did look very strong right today up until the end there. So maybe just some minor changes. And what do you think your chances are going forward to the next match?
Pretty confident. I think we could pass the next tower enemy. The main problem for the main thing I didn't like is that strong points line, the 4 point and the bottom of the map. This is sick for me. That's the worst scenario I could meet in the game. So the best for me personally is the middle one or north, but the south is the most the worst point on the SS Soviet side, because there is the strong point is much closer to German side, and German side had many opportunities to get closer, especially on the edge of the map, and have many opportunities to flank from the north side. Meanwhile, Soviet side forced to push from literally from everywhere to control the whole front line. And that's the hardest side of the Soviet faction, I think.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Just lastly, is there anything you want to say in Russian, guys, to the guys on stream, to your team, to kind of motivate them going into the next match here?
Yeah, sure. Вчера комьюнити с проебом, но в следующем раунде, может быть, и повезет. Ошибка была совершена, не законтролили фланг. Но, надеюсь, в следующем разе мы не опозоримся перед комьюнити таким образом. Всем удачи, хорошей игры. That's all.
Cool. Thank you so much for joining me, Sitch, here. And good luck next match. I know this was a tough one for you guys, but you guys you demonstrated that you have quality. You can attack. Just that last little thing coming together at the end, I'm sure you'll be able to push through for your next match. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll talk to you a little later on for sure.